Hello, how are you doing? So I saw this video pop up today. It piqued my interest. Which countries have the best healthcare? I mean, I hear all the time about how bad America's healthcare is. Well, it's not like the worst in the world as far as quality. It's also not the best. But in terms of price, it's just, I don't know what word to say. I'm trying not to say a bad word. It's stupid. So which countries have the best healthcare? This is, I mean, obviously controversial.
The United States.
Oh, it's the United States. You heard them. Wow, all this time I thought it sucked and bankrupted families. Nope. Okay, just kidding. Let's watch.
The United States has long had one of the worst balances between what
I need to turn off captions.
healthcare costs each citizen and what benefit they get out of it. In the rest of the world, citizens pay much less or nothing. And
it's almost like that's the goal of the healthcare providers here in America, to charge you as much as they can for and give you as little in return for it.
Often receive higher quality of care with higher life expectancy and lower rates of disease. So we wanted to know which countries and territories get the most out of their healthcare. Well, since 2012, the Bloomberg Healthcare Efficiency Index has measured exactly this balance. As of 2016, one of the top 3 ranking countries or territories was Spain.
Spain. Okay.
Spain is an above-average representation of healthcare in OECD countries and spends roughly $2,600 per person.
That's it? $2,600 per person?
Average life expectancy of nearly 84 years.
Holy crap! 80 freaking 4? That's the average. 84. What are they eating over there in Spain? Is it really the healthcare? I mean, it's also got to be cultural differences, right? They're walking around way more and stuff. But 80 freaking 4 average? That blows America out of the water.
About 10% of the country's GDP goes towards healthcare costs, which are largely
Sorry, I need to turn this up.
subsidized by the government. This system of socialized medicine is globally known as single payer, and most citizens see no out-of-pocket expenses when they visit public hospitals.
None. So not only is it great as far as the results, but you just pay nothing. I'm so upset. I'm just upset. I'm jealous. Essential healthcare. I want to hear from the Spaniards themselves, you know, like, do they like their healthcare? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm wondering right now. Like, what are the complaints? Are there any complaints?
In fact, the right to healthcare is guaranteed in Spain's constitution. However, this system also leads to complaints about delays.
It must be nice.
In seeing doctors beyond primary
There's the complaints. Okay.
care or getting specialized surgeries.
It seems like that's pretty universal as far as, I mean, it makes sense. When there's free healthcare, everybody has access. So more people are trying to use the system, which is a good thing. When people are sick, you want them to be able to use the system. Here in America, yeah, the wait times aren't so bad because nobody can afford it. That's not good. But I guess that just means like the government needs to spend more on healthcare, but they probably already spend a lot. I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Ranking second on the efficiency index is another country with universal healthcare, Singapore. Unlike Spain,
Wow, universal healthcare seems to do pretty good. Singapore. This is just not what I would have. I don't know. I was expecting the UK. Maybe the UK will be number 1. Or like Britain.
Singapore requires that care.
What? The NHS. I mean, I know this is stupid. I'm trying to think. Does the NHS cover Britain or all of the UK? I don't know. I think it's the whole UK. Huh.
Is never provided for free in order to avoid wasteful use of the system. Instead, healthcare costs are kept artificially low through government subsidy.
Really? Wait. What?
Singapore requires that care is never provided for free in order to avoid wasteful use of the system. Instead, healthcare costs are kept artificially low through government subsidies, which compared to Spain use only 1.6% of Singapore's GDP.
That's actually kind of smart. So they make it super cheap. It's not free. So let me get this straight. And I probably got it completely wrong. But it's not free. The government pays for everything as far as healthcare, but they still charge the citizens basically like a tax to use the healthcare services just to make sure people aren't abusing it, like calling 911 for a Band-Aid. Maybe you have to pay $100, but it's not like America where you have to pay $4,000. So you don't have health insurance. You just have to pay a little bit of money to use it. I think that's smart, if that's even what he said.
In addition to implementing price controls on medical care and medication, the country uses a system known as Medisave. This is a medical savings account where up to 9% of employees' salaries are required to be deducted and set aside, and they can be used for...
Did you say up to 90? Up to 9, I hope.
9% of employees' salaries are required to be deducted and set aside, and they can be used for personal or family care. This combination means that costs are low, while the quality of care is one of the highest in the world. But overall, the best and most efficient healthcare system is reportedly in the autonomous territory of Hong Kong.
Oh, Hong Kong. That might be the first time I ever thought about Asian healthcare. I don't know why, but it didn't cross my mind. Hong Kong.
Interestingly, the territory uses
I don't know what they do there.
Combination of private and public care, with one of the highest life expectancies in the world, costing just $2,000 per citizen and comprising just
Wow. $2,000 per citizen. And that's a rich country, too.
3% of the GDP.
Or a rich city.
However, Hong Kong's high-ranking healthcare may not be exactly what it seems at first glance. While public healthcare plans can be purchased at low cost, the wait to see specialists or get certain surgeries can be excessive. On the other hand, private hospitals are reportedly speedy but very expensive. This combination of low-cost care for routine visits and medication with high-priced elective
At least you get the option.
or specialized care makes Hong Kong's system incredibly efficient and difficult to overburden, thereby avoiding raising costs for everyone. While these three get the most bang for their buck with very high standards of care and life expectancy, they're also difficult to apply broadly around the world. Singapore and Hong Kong have populations of
I like that. Reminds me kind of Obama's public option. I thought that was a good idea back then because it creates competition artificially, of course, but still, the insurance companies don't have enough competition in America. So it creates, the public option would have made like a government insurance option for people, for anybody to use. And it would have been cheaper than private insurance. So the private insurance would have to compete with that. And I liked that.
under 10 million people, meaning that most
Of course it didn't pass.
health factors are uniform throughout the region and population. By comparison, the United States is enormous, with a population of over 320 million, making centralized or single-payer healthcare more difficult to implement without serious complications. Nonetheless, U.S.
But the UK does it.
healthcare costs are astronomical, with medical bills being the #1 cause of bankruptcy for Americans.
How cringe is that?
So why is U.S. healthcare so
The
incredibly
#1
expensive? Check out this
cost.
video to the right to find out.
You got cancer. How did you go bankrupt? I got cancer.
Thanks for watching Now This World. Let us
That was interesting. Singapore. Didn't know that. Okay. And Hong Kong being #1. Okay. Cool. Well, there you go. Way better than American healthcare. Shocker. I can't believe America didn't make the list. Oh, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.